Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss factorial ANOVA. Factorial ANOVA is used to test the interaction effect of non-metric variables upon a metric variable. So let's recall the two questions as usual. The first question is the purpose of the test. Second question is whether the data at our hand are suitable for it. On answering to the first question, our purpose is to test the interaction of two independent categorical variable upon a dependent metric variable. And what do you mean by interaction variable and what is its business insight? Let's assume the case of a multi-brand, a multi-chain retailer. They have a multiple store, multiple shops, multiple retail outlets in different localities. Say in Bangalore, they may have 10 retail outlets. In Chennai, they have 7 retail outlets. Kolkata, they have 5. Mumbai, they have 7. Delhi, they have 10, and so on and so forth. And they want to know that whether there is any interaction between the location and the shop on sales performance that they can do through factorial ANOVA. And then this is the purpose. Then what about the data suitability for the test? The data suitability is that the criteria for data suitability are: number one, there must be minimum 2 categorical variable. They are going to play the interaction between them. If 2, more than 2 means they play interaction among them. And 1 dependent variable that is measured in interval scale or ratio scale. For having fulfilled this criteria, now let's load factorial ANOVA. How will we do factorial ANOVA? Go to Analyze, locate General Linear Model, and click on Univariate Analysis. And in our model, what we are going to do, we are going to test here whether there is any interaction between gender and marital status on internet visit. And in two-way ANOVA, in one of the previous videos, in two-way ANOVA, what we have done the same test is to see whether there is any combined effect of gender and marital status on the duration of internet visit or duration of cyber cafe visit. Here we are examining whether there is an interaction effect, any interaction effect between the gender and marital status on the duration of cyber cafe visit. We will load the duration into dependent variable and gender and marital status, the civil status, on fixed variable. And we will click OK. We will generate this result, and I would like to magnify to enable you to see. Let us recall our null hypothesis. Our null hypothesis, there is no interaction effect. What is meant by that? That is, the gender and marital status don't interact to create an effect on the usage of cyber cafe or duration of visiting cyber cafe. And the significance value associated with the corrected model, that means that explains the total interaction, is associated with corrected model is 0.002, that is less than the threshold value of 0.05. So we can empirically reject the null hypothesis. That means when we reject the null hypothesis, what we are concluding? We are concluding there is interaction between gender and marital status to decide the duration of visiting cyber cafe. And this is the total, this is the interaction effect, and gender alone has the same significance, that is, gender is an element, gender is a factor that determines the duration of cyber cafe visit. That means that either the male or female may be most frequently visiting the cyber cafe. That is the indication. And marital status, we cannot conclude that whether it is a married people or unmarried people, or we are indecisive. It is indeterministic about it. And this shows the interaction effect gender interacts with the marital status that is statistically significant. So both in the character model and interaction model, we are proving that both the variables interact to decide the duration of a cyber cafe. Let's conclude what we were discussing in this present video. We were discussing the two variables such as, the two identified variables such as gender and marital status will interact to create an impact upon the duration of a cyber cafe visit. Yes, we have found, since it is statistically significant, being the significant value less than 0.05, that is a threshold value, we convincingly or empirically reject the null hypothesis and accepted the alternative hypothesis.